We have a couple of stories to explain at the start of this game, ladies and gentlemen, as we get into Neo, a Planet spawning in the top right position, ladies and gents, as the pink Zerg player. He represents Team mYi.DaNa. Let's see if he can take out his illustrious opponent here in group stage number 1. It is DaNa. He will be playing against the Terran player in the blue colors from Team Property, spawning in the bottom left-hand position. He goes by the name Sjow. So we've got a couple of things to explain here, Maddles.
We have.
First of all, I think you should start by explaining to the audience about your big clock.
My big clock or my big cup?
I'd start with the clock. That raises more questions.
If occasionally you hear like some donging going on in the background of my mic.
Oh, wow, you are bad and you should feel bad. Keep going.
I have a really big clock, a big grandfather clock, which every 15 minutes goes like ding 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 ding, and then at the half hour goes ding 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 ding. I'm gonna stop rather than do all of them.
Because in 9 minutes, if this game lasts more than I'd say about 13 in-game minutes, we'll actually hear it before the end of the game.
Exactly, so that'll be fine. You should actually technically hear it about, I think it just went, or it may be just about to go. Anyway, the point is, big
21 minutes past. If it's just about to go, then you failed at setting the time.
What can I say? It's like 400 years old. It doesn't keep the best time. It loses about a minute every week.
Okay, I will let you off that one, but it really should at least show vaguely the correct time.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So there was
anyway,
that. And then
I've also got a really big cup because I like tea. My cup actually says on the side of it, size matters, and it holds up 1.45 pints of tea.
And for those of you who are European, that's approximately 900 milliliters. No, it's just under 900. It's about 880. Go math! Yeah! And I have a brand new teapot with a strainer built into the middle of it. Looks really, really cool. In fact, I might even tweet a photo of it.
Wait, are you using actual proper tea then, rather than tea bags?
Yes, man. Earl Grey.
Earl Grey. Oh, dude.
I'm going.
No.
Why not? Good standard morning drink.
No. Anyway, Reaper coming out. Reaper's going to come and try and kill stuff. There's only one Reaper, so it doesn't need to kill too much. That's the important thing to know.
Yep, that's right. Just the one there, mainly for scouting. Going to be sending the drones against it. Looks like we'll just be able to survive with one of them taking a little bit of damage. In fact, the second one about to die off there. Oh, managing to kill it off. Is the Reaper going to die as a result? No, wisely getting out there is Sjow. So he might be able to live to fight another day, or more likely come in at some point after the 6-minute mark. Double check the gas timings from DaNa there.
Now, this is all fine. Back at home, we see the Sjow. He's just gone for the most standard of standard Reaper expands. Getting out Marines now, though, not the two Reapers that you tend to see, but we'll still be going into the Hellions. The reason I say you tend to see two Reapers is because most of the time, Terrans who are Reaper expanding get two, and then followed up with 4 Hellions, then you've got 2 Reapers, 4 Hellions pushing in, and that's nasty for a Zerg to try and defend. So, what do you reckon is going to be here, other than the fact that a couple more Marines?
Well, I mean, this is actually looking just really standard. I'm trying to think of a reason why we'd see Widow Mines instead of Hellions this early point in the game. But unless he's going for a specific drop strategy, it's just nice to be able to have that map control. I don't really foresee this being anything out of the ordinary for the next 5 to 6 minutes, to be honest. DaNa is going to continue to drone up. We'll be able to spot that the Hellions pop out across the map very shortly. We'll keep his Zerglings back. We should see a Spine Crawler, maybe a little bit of SimCity down at the natural expansion to prevent this, an extra Queen or two. And I guess it depends on whether we're going to be seeing a drop here or whether he wants to go for Banshee-related play. My inkling is towards drop.
I really want to see some drops coming through. There comes the medevac. We do, of course, have the Hellions coming out too. We could see a little push up into the front while a drop into the back of the main. Of course, there's this lovely little cliff area which can be utilized. And considering the third's been taken to the south, there's also this cliff where you can bounce the medevac up and down that to just try and harass and be a bit of a nightmare, a bit of a pain. But 4 speedlings ready to make their way in. Is there anything left to defend? Yes, there is. 4 Marines. This is all going to be okay.
Yep, this will be completely fine. Might even do it without losing a Marine. Just about manages to do it as the bunker is now most of the way up. The third base is seen, I believe, from Sjow as he moves out across the map with these units. And we'll be heading straight into the natural. And oh my god, it's a Barbie, ladies and gentlemen. And everybody's invited. A decent number of speedlings coming back here. Will they be able to trap these Hellions? It doesn't look like he's using the ramp tremendously to his advantage. And DaNa here really going to be struggling a little bit. The SimCity inside his main base being used against him by Sjow. Finally getting into a decent position to pick up these Hellions. Number of workers killed, 8.
That's not a huge number. It's not terrible. It's not fantastic either, though. It's just kind of average. It's enough to warrant that attack. Maybe slightly advantageous for Sjow. But the big thing is that this third base is only now just up. It's still not got too many units there. And if we look at the work count, it's 30 to 34 in Show's favor. That is really good for him. But there's Roaches and a baneling nest coming down. I'm thinking that DaNa does not want this game going on for too much longer.
No, he definitely does not. Now 9 Roaches in production here. We're going to be seeing a little bit of a Roach Bane all in coming out of here from our Zerg player in this particular game. That third base is going to be used exclusively, by the way, for the larva to support this attack. So Sjow, as he gets that drop warded off there, might be thinking this is some sort of really big macro base play coming out from DaNa, when in fact it's just going to be a huge attack.
Well, a handful of Roaches have been seen. 5 banelings are morphing in, but this drop is still coming down. What has been seen by Sjow? Does he know quite how many Roaches are on his way over? There is this nice little wall of supply depots coming down, but of course banelings are going to have something to say about that, if of course they're even needed. 3 Roaches staying back at home, just in order to try and defend against any damage this drop could be doing, but the push is about to start heading in.
Alright, and here we go. The banelings coming up towards the base now at the natural expansion. The Roach is coming to support, and it looks like initially the Roaches are going to attempt to pick off a supply depot so the banelings can come straight in and pick off, yes, the bunker. And here we go. The Roach is now streaming in. Banelings, oh god, picking off a decent number of SCVs. I love the fact that he's picking off the SCVs rather than the bunker, leaving that to the Roaches. Really smart play coming out of here from DaNa, and so many SCVs gone down, but bunkers number 2 and 3 will be able to thwart this attack. Crucially, though, the number of workers killed has risen to 17 as DaNa takes a supply lead 66 to 61.
But doesn't really matter because DaNa's still only 2 workers ahead. Admittedly, there's 9 more about to come popping out, but that still doesn't give a huge lead, which is really required for this push to worthwhile. However, another big flood of units, and this is where things get a little bit more hard to defend, especially as these mules get taken out. They're essential for for Sjow to be in a good spot.
They are, and he needs to be a little bit careful. He doesn't really want to lose any more workers than he already has. He mustn't forget that DaNa actually exercised a lot of his army to get into this position as well. So, I mean, great play from Sjow there to at least recognize, get the bunkers up quickly, and it means that he doesn't go down to that attack. He's now going to try and come back against his opponent with a double drop, and notice uniquely, he's going through the center of the map here on Neoplanet S. Not usually something you want to do on most maps. You want to kind of sneak around the edges, but on Neoplanet S, with that massive circular chasm in the center there, you can get away with it a little bit more often.
Now we do see the banelings waddling their way up. Roaches are here too. This drop does need to be careful. May need to pick up just to get out of the way of the banelings, but no big hits go off. Luckily, only a couple of Marines getting taken down there, not a tremendous amount, plus a Marauder, but still, this double drop still continuing, still being pressuring, and the worker count still very, very close.
Oh, and the Roach Warren now getting targeted. Not liking that is DaNa as Sjow picks up and once again moves back into the main base. Doing a fantastic job here so far. Dropping these units. What can he do though? Because DaNa is constantly getting more and more units and he needs to be careful not to get supply blocked. There we go. Just fixing that problem very quickly here. And I wouldn't be surprised to see these medevacs immediately turn back around and go into the main base.
Well, even if they do come back in, is there anything to defend? There's good Overlord spread here for DaNa, so we'll be able to see some things coming through, but there's a Viking! Oh, the Viking could push all of those back, and that would be good news. The third is finally getting taken here, though, by Sjow. Unfortunately, there is an Overlord gunking up that base.
There is a Widow Mine there that might be able to, well, if it could come in from another angle, would have been able to take it out, but it looks like the Marines are going to be able to do that on this occasion. The third going to take its sweet time coming down. Now, the number of workers in this game at the moment, by the way, guys, is 53 to 47 in our Zerg players' favor. So Sjow still presenting himself as a fantastic macro lead thanks to those mules as well, even though he's behind on the worker count slightly. And now we have an attack going in against the third, but the Widow Mines could go off. They don't go off against the banelings, but it looks like it's going to be enough to hold it off anyway.
At the same time, the drop coming in towards the main base, and there is not much in order to defend this. What is going to get targeted? Well, the Queen going to get taken down immediately just to make sure the production is hindered. We've also got the Marines and these medevacs still doing some relatively good damage against most of these units, but should have to pick off now and get back. But picking off a Queen, definitely something that's going to be very nicely done.
Yeah, and the third base really of Sjow was DaNa's target there. He wanted to be able to at least make that lift up, even if he didn't do a lot of damage, and I suspect he just wasn't ready for that many Widow Mines to be present at the third. If we take a look at the natural expansion of Sjow, guys, just for a second, nothing inside the bunker and a single Widow Mine. That actually presents a much, much juicier target right now. But it's really difficult for DaNa to know. He just knows my opponent's taking a third. He must obviously be maybe trying to move units over there right now, but still has a decent amount of defense at the natural. It's just not the best place for him to attack.
And remember as well, we have got Sjow currently 2 SCVs ahead of the drone count. Great spot to be in. Another drop trying to come down here, but units pulled straight away back in order to defend and not going to be able to do that much. But now forward comes these units. But look at this, great control. Oh, sorry, great positioning of these burrowed Zerglings. Just seeing everything.
Yeah, it's really nice to be able to spot when the army is coming by, and now let's see if DaNa is able to defend. It's 129 versus 121 supply. He's moving out now, but Sjow doing a great job of kiting back. Decent hit on the first Widow Mine, and it looks like the banelings are being taken out as well, so DaNa continuously lured into the path of these mines, and Sjow is moving back, but he's doing a lot of damage while he's doing it here, and DaNa's actually behind on supply right now, so he needs to be a little bit careful that he doesn't overextend, otherwise a drop could do a lot of damage to him.
It really could do. 1-1 upgrades are done as well for DaNa at the moment, but Sjow's 1-1 is still a couple of seconds away from completion. That's what he needs to get done soon. These Overseers are here. They don't have speed though, and that's such an important upgrade against Terran in my opinion, just to be able to see where those Widow Mines are in a timely fashion to prevent you losing banelings, perhaps unnecessarily.
Let's find... Ooh, hang on a second. We have a massive engagement here, and the Baneling's actually quite some way behind the army now. Moving in, but look at the Widow Mines. Are they going to be able to get some hits off? A couple of them do fantastic jobs. Continuing to roll in, though, is DaNa. He's absolutely going for it here, but where are the Banelings? There's a couple. Marines still off in the top position. Will he be able to succeed in taking out the units at this third base? It doesn't look like it as Sjow moves in with reinforcements.
Yeah, these reinforcements coming in without the aid of the banelings there. The Roaches are alone, undefended. They're just going to take so much damage from those stims with the 1-1 infantry. Able to take out a lot of it, and, well, DaNa just pulling back with a lot of this with a lot of these Zerglings. The worker count, even though 26 SCVs have been killed this game, still stands at 54 SCVs to 52 drones, giving a much better income currently for the Terran player.
Exactly right, Battles. I think Sjow right now is in a fantastic position. He's coming in with the counterattack against the third base, and Baneling simply can't be made fast enough to deter this. And I think only 2 or 3 Banelings with this army, they're going to have to get the hits of the century here to try and take out this bio army. And I'm not sure with Lings and Roaches alone, thanks to the Widow Mines, he's going to be able to take this out. No Overseer with this army as well, so he is taking the Widow Mines to the face right now, and DaNa drops below 100 supply. GG, Sjow wins game number 1.